Teach our people, this is a mission. 12 tribes worldwide, this is redemption. Yeah, this is redemption. This is redemption.
I told TV, yeah, you see me crossing waters, landing VP. We don't fear no plan to retreat. We cross land and sea to greet thee. We be in and out these cities, Jews on journeys, juking beatings, raised to the faith on time. We leasing landlord great, yeah, we ride on GP. We be in and out of traffic, then we gone. Government steady wondering what they did. Service, sealing service, what we own. Best believe the Father's head is here. Fear, Psalm 111 and 10. Gotta pray cause the day draw near. When he raised from the grave and them slaves don't slave, but until that day, small victories here. Like, yeah, we did that, but we not done, yeah, we won't get back. Get that day, we gon' pop. Some, nah, we don't run. I die deep, not the one. Gotta grind, cause the time gon' come. When you feel your lie and he crack that sky, a lot of people gon' die when he block that sun. Christ said these heathens is nothing. Wouldn't eat them on blast. I dare these demons to open fire hill. Hold up, D. Yeah, they all gon' see. Try to defy like pistons. I'm not missing. This my mission. Named the redemption, ain't playing no victory. Made me vicious.
Yo, we go the distance. Across the waters, teach our people, this is a mission. 12 tribes worldwide, this is redemption. Yeah, this is redemption. This is redemption. We go the distance. Across the waters, teach our people, this is a mission. 12 tribes worldwide, this is redemption. Yeah, this is redemption. This is redemption. We go the distance. I'm sick of bowing to my enemy. Feel oppression in their energy. I'm sick of lying about the enemy. I'm full of anger. It's the wisdom that's consuming me. Got me suppressing my power while Satan devours. Your pastor weak, mislead the sheep. He been a coward. The prophets teach and hit the streets. To reach that number, you can keep the gift. I clearly see you, my oppressor. Open up the scripture. My heart burns to teach the lesson.
Let's talk oppression. Wake up and smell depression. Sowing seeds and lust, now I see trees with no direction. I mean, gone with the wind, different doctrines and obsessions. Dirty water out the faucet, popping bottles in the section. Call that VIP. Very impudent people. Slavery, this the sequel. Traded chains for chains and church gave you the needle. That's a lethal injection. The mind infected with lies from fornication, idolatry. Let's cut these soul ties. I'm killing the vibe. Ain't no love for Babylon. Nope, I can't let you speak. Can't let these heathens Babylon. Talking down on God's chosen. You can't tell me that I ain't. You can't tell me that we can't change the minds and change the lives of the saints. Whole lot of bricks like Legos. Can't pull on these strings, Geppetto. Your pastor is softer than Jello. But God got a plan to make him a man. It's called repentance. Let that Holy Spirit burn without a question. No suggestions. Got a text at one time. That's the message for real.
I want my people free. So long in captivity, we cry for vengeance. Free our souls. You give us vengeance, we won't bow no more.
I'm sick of bowing to my enemy. Feel oppression in their energy. I'm sick of lying about the enemy. I'm full of anger. It's the wisdom that's consuming me. Got me suppressing my power while Satan devours. Your pastor weak, mislead the sheep. He been a coward. The prophets teach and hit the streets. To reach that number, you can keep the gift. I clearly see you, my oppressor. Open up the scripture. My heart burns to teach the lesson. I want freedom from Edom. Amalek to be bleeding. I want Ishmael to see me. Make him out a believer. I want Moab to lick the dust up off of my sneakers. Make the nations receive it. Ride an eye for deceivers, and it's cool. I know you think we playing. Read the words in the Bible and they say we winning. My people miseducated, they really think you with them, but you showed us time after time that you really sinning. So we had to pull up and post. Hit the streets straight from the door. Feel like I did this before. You see sin, just let me know. Leviticus 5:1. Casting down, Caesar bow. It's time to pick up and go. Free this world, I know that it's more, cause we kingdom seeking. Yeah, we kingdom reaching, providing godly solutions to help relieve our people. And you gon' burn for your constant evil. And this I turn to reign over heathen. The tree of life in the garden, where this here the sequel. Pure gold on our road, reach the 12, cross the globe, and let them know, just like Moses, let us go, serve our God, yeah, our God, and he's ours alone. Now I'm gone.
Tell me who the people you misleading.
Rock Legion.
That boy is Benny Hanna.
Tell me who the people you misleading. Who the Jew? Is it you or is it me? Catch me celebrating with my people. No sleep, whole feast turning up crazy. Now tell me who you really wanna be. Tell the truth, is it you or is it me? I'm just trying to kick it with my people. All gas, no slack, this that clap back. Ooh, this one for my brothers on the west side. When the prophets bring it out, we be like, that's right. I'm always representing for the 12 tribes. No disrespect, but you know Judah be the best tribe. Look, we gon' win the war with no defeat. All gas, no slack, no retreat. No. We the ones you really wanna be. Hold up, let me tell you something about a G. I do not like Edom because they demons in disguise. Deceiving you, saying that you a Jew and you a lie. Question, now tell me what would you do if you was I and I stole your identity, turn around and give you lies like what's that? Fully loaded scriptures got a youngin' wanna bust back. When Edom tell me something, yeah, I'm knowing not to trust that. When they go to the scriptures, yeah, I'm looking like I does that. Hit them like a bus, I know we got that pressure. Most I gon' test us. 12 tribes on the rise, Edom know we next up. See us trying to shine, now you looking like you vexed up. And let us free our mind, now you looking like you messed up. Going crazy, won't stop till the whole 12 poppin'. Jewel in the building, got the whole 12 rockin'. We know who we are, now homie, you ain't fooling nothing. Somebody tell them fake Jews, stop it, please. Tell me who the people you mislead. Who the Jew? Is it you or is it me? Catch me celebrating with my people. No sleep, whole feast turning up crazy. Now tell me who you really wanna be. Tell the truth, is it you or is it me? I'm just trying to kick it with my people. All gas, no slack, this that clap back.
I step on the gas like I'm driving a Camaro. I turn up on a feast day like a rock star on the camera. I never losing faith, I keep my eyes up on a sparrow. I do it for the home team cause nobody else matter. I know we going crazy. Jews turning up, I know heathens hate me. No, give you book, but don't try to play me. It's a movie in the building, we shooting HD. Misuse me and abuse me. You lied to my face, try to fool me. Now I know the truth, Edom can't confuse me. I don't believe what you say, gotta prove it. Truth is, Jacob is the seed and the minor. Truth is, I'ma keep these laws like a promise. True, I got drip on my hip, blue borders. Read numbers, I never go a whoring. I cannot hear what you're saying over here. And we having the time of our life over here. Ready now, we having the party of the year. Everybody come together for a law over here, yeah. Cause I know God and his people, and we about to rise, and ain't nobody else gonna be equal to us. Hook 'em up tough, but it ain't enough. Wanna be us, but beneath us.
Tell me who the people you mislead. Who the Jew? Is it you or is it me? Catch me celebrating with my people. No sleep, whole feast turning up crazy. Now tell me who you really wanna be. Tell the truth, is it you or is it me? I'm just trying to kick it with my people. All gas, no slack, this that clap back.
next. Ain't no Christ coming back just to kill all these frauds. We ain't playing no games, we just pulling their cards. No shame when I pull out this sword. Propane when I put on these bars. All I do is spit flames when I get on these songs. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Brothers nowadays are so emotional. Always in their feelings like the women or their children. I'm just trying to build them up like how a coach should do. We worldwide with it, we on the move. Trying to show our people how they supposed to move. We men of God, family men, brothers, friends, king, fathers, and soldiers too. Listen, nigga, we just trying to get it for the most high. See, God living, don't die. I try to tell you keep the laws and you won't die. You try to tell me that I'm wrong and the whole time I'm looking like, get on my face. Little lame nigga, you fake. Reptile nigga, you snake. Give me my space. Esau, give it up. We know we the real Jews, nigga, you ain't. But don't eat them, don't worry about it. When he come back, you gon' meet your demise. And when he come back, he gon' give us our orders to kill everything and leave no one alive. See, these are not lies, I'm speaking the facts. All hail a Messiah, the king and he black. Who chilling right now with a legion of angels who ready to go and he holding them back like, hold up, wait, 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 hold up, wait. These heathens, demons in disguise. Read between the lines, they upset their faces. We got nexus, they know we the tribe. Hold up, wait, 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 hold up, wait. These heathens, demons in disguise. Read between the lines, they upset their faces. We got nexus, they know we the tribe.
Yeah, they know we the tribe. Put that on God. And they know we them guys. That's why they lie. Captivity killing me. White man been vexing me. My kin folks been stressing me. I'ma set it off, no sympathy. Hand back to my newborn. When a brother was on fire. Tell a heathen quick that he about to die. Tell a preacher still he a damn lie. I'm on fire, so I spit fire. Stand back on my hot spitter. Tell the truth, they ain't messing with us. Cut a demon up, send him to the...
All right. Shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ. Bless. I'm Captain Yadai. This is History in the AM. To my right, I got
Officer Amaziah.
All praises. Today, we're going to have some fun. Today. We're going to deal with the history of Esau. That's right. The history of Esau, your friendly neighborhood white man. All right. Peter Parker, Timmy Turner. All right. Let's get Genesis 25. Started a little late. Y'all got to forgive me. Security be sleeping good, right? Security be sleeping good in the morning. All right, let's open up with Genesis 25. Let's start at verse 19.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Pandaram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah his wife conceived.
Come on.
And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
And the children struggled together. So what? It's pregnant with twins, right? It says, and the children struggled together within her. And she said what?
If it be so.
When she said, if it be so, she's saying, this is from you, God. Go ahead.
Why am I thus?
Then why is it not peace and tranquility inside of my womb? If this is from you, after all, this is divine, this is heavenly, right? Why is there not peace? Why is there not tranquility inside of my womb? Read.
And she went and inquired of the Lord.
She went to inquire of the Lord. She went to pray. Come on.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
So the root word in nationality is what? Nation. It's nation. So he said 2 nations are in thy womb. Go ahead.
And 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 manner of people, right? One got style, one don't. One season they food, one don't. One is melanated, one look like a plucked chicken that just got rinsed in the sink, right? 2 manner of people, right? Read on. Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Right. And one people shall be stronger. They shall jump higher, right? LeBron James. They shall run faster, right? What was his name? The track star. What's his name? Owen Wilson? Jesse Owens. I think Owen Wilson is the Edomite actor. All right. So what was his name again, soldier? Jesse Owens, right? We shall sing better. Michael Jackson, Diana Ross. You know, the list goes on and on for that, right? Mariah Carey, etc., right? We shall be strong in many other ways, even intellectually. Look at a lot of the major inventions. It's a so-called black man or Israelite man behind that. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites. So you look at who's strong in the earth benefits from the Israelites' presence. All right, come on.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And the elder shall serve the younger. That happened. For example, the Edomites, they served the Israelites, and they served us during the time of David and Solomon, and they revolted during one of the wicked kings after Solomon. We'll get that history later on. I'm gonna touch on that. It's in Kings. I think it's in 2 Kings 8. We'll touch on that in a second. But read that bottom part one more time.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
It says, and the elder shall serve the younger. So read on.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red.
The first came out what?
Red all over like a hairy garment.
So the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Sometimes they look pink because some try to avoid the sun, right? But they are red, meaning what? You can see the blood. Why? Because blood is red. You can see the blood through their skins. Why? Because their skin lacks melanin, which makes them like translucent, makes them see-through. So you can see the blood in their skin because they lack melanin. So it says, and the first came out red. Go ahead.
All over like a hairy garment.
And they hairy, right? It's like they need a comb for their arm. You ever just talk to one of them and you just start daydreaming, you start staring at their arm and you just see how the hair grows sideways as if they brushed it or they parted their hair in the morning. That's how their hair grows. Very similar to chimpanzees and orangutans. Go ahead.
And they called his name.
But then they call us monkeys. How they gonna call us monkeys? They the ones that got the hairy arms. It don't make any sense. No lips, just like a monkey, right? But go ahead, read that again.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
They called his name Esau. Esau means what? It means wasted away is he. Wasted away. It was never a good thing not to have melanin. Like, for example, Esau means wasted away. I'll give an example of wasted away. What does that mean? Let's get Numbers 12. I'll give an example of what does wasted away mean. Numbers 12. And let's watch this. Give an example of when Miriam, one of our foremothers, when she was corrected by God. I'm going to show you what happened. Numbers 12, start at verse 9. Watch this.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 9. Mm-hmm. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them. Mm-hmm.
And so this wasn't an old happy day. It says the anger of the Lord was kindled. Come on.
And he departed, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. And behold, Miriam became leprous.
She became leprous. Her melanin was taken away. Come on.
White as snow.
White as snow, meaning what? The Lord God smote her and took away all her melanin and his wrath and his fury. It wasn't an old happy day. Read.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
She was leprous. What's what? That's a plague. Leprosy is a plague. Read.
And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly and wherein we have sinned.
Read.
Let her not be as one dead.
Let her not be as one dead. Wasted away. Wasted away. Read that again.
Let her not be as one dead.
So Aaron said, Miriam without her skin color, Miriam without her brown skin, her melanin, she was dead. Read. She's like a zombie, a ghoul. Read.
Of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb.
Who was born like that? Esau was born like that. Esau was born what? Consumed, wasted away. Let's go back. No, it was more than that, right? Read on. It was more than that. It gets better. Read on.
And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now.
He said what?
Heal her now.
No, Moses ain't say, dang, I like the new edition of Miriam.
Heal her now.
He said, heal her now. Come on.
O God, I beseech thee. And the Lord said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face.
What did he say?
If her father had but spit in her face.
Read.
Should she not be ashamed 7 days?
Read. Is it more than that? Come on.
Let her be shut up from the camp 7 days.
All right, that's it on that. Let's go back. Let's go back. Lay not the sin upon us. All right, let's go back. What are we at, 25?
25.
All right, let's read that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
So what? They lack melanin and they got hairy. They got hairy people. They got to shave all the time. Read.
And after that came his brother out.
And after that came his brother out. Notice it did not describe our forefather Jacob. Why? Because he was a black man like everybody else. Right? Get that in Genesis 2 and 7. He was a black man like everybody else. He had black children. Let's get Genesis 2 and 7.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
So the very first man, Adam, was a black man. So notice when Jacob came out, it did not describe him. Let's go back. That's why it says read the top of 26 again.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Read.
And his name was called Jacob.
Uh-huh.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
You said, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, right? So that was what? Symbolic. Get the prophecy. You know what I want. That was symbolic. Him holding on to what? Esau's heel. That was very symbolic. Let's get 2 Ezra 6, verse 9.
This is the book of 2 Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world. Read.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So you might say, how we know the end of the world don't come and once the Moabites are in rulership. The Moabites ain't going into rulership because we got next. But it says Esau is the end of the world. Let's get a precept for that. Get Hebrews 1. Let's get Hebrews 1 to give you a precept for the end of the world. Read that, verse 1.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 1.
Because you might say, how we know that the white man is in the end of the world? How we know we in the end of the world? How do we know? Read that.
God, who at sundry times and in divers manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days.
Half in these last days, what time was this? This was under Rome. Who's the fourth beast? Rome. So it says, having these last days, read.
Spoken unto us by his son.
By his son, the Messiah, who died from what? Roman crucifixion, which was capital punishment. So we can see when the last days are based upon the timeline of Christ and what happened to him and who did it. The white man did it. The Romans did it. The Edomites did it. So read that verse again.
Verse 2. Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his son, whom he have appointed heir of all things.
Let's go back. That's all I want on that, because it gets deeper. I don't even want all that. So we can see clearly, back to Genesis. We can see clearly when the end of the world is. So the prophecy about Jacob holding Esau's heel being symbolic of Esau what? Being the end of the world, and then what? Jacob holding onto his heel. Why? Because we have next, right? So what verse is that? 26? All right, finish that.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 26.
Come on.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Read.
And his name was called Jacob.
And his name was called Jacob. Read.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew. And Esau was a cunning hunter and a man of the field.
It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. So when you examine the white man's attributes, because you got many people lying in these last days saying, oh, Esau is this people, or Esau is that people. When clearly evident, you can see the attributes of this man. What people will literally get a spray bottle, fill it with elk and moose urine, and douse themselves and take a whole full shower just so they can stand downwind and go hunting? What people do that? What people get dressed in camouflage and smear manure all over them and go hide in bushes and wait for a wild boar? What people shoot an animal in the woods and then cut out his heart and just start eating it? What people do that? What people are cunning hunters and men of the field? Just think about it. Ask yourself. Read that again.
Verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field.
A man of the field. Read.
And Jacob was a plain man.
Jacob was what?
A plain man.
Jacob was a plain man. Jacob was a what?
A plain man.
Doing what?
Dwelling in tents.
He was a plain man dwelling in tents. Jacob was like, look, I'm about to chill. I'm going to cook and I'm going to hunt as needed. And outside of that, I'm chilling. Life is good. I'm a son of Isaac, son of Abraham. I'm in the covenant. I'm good. Read.
And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison.
Why did he love him?
Because he did eat of his venison.
No, because he had a good spirit.
Because he did eat of his venison.
Read.
But Rebekah loved Jacob.
She did what?
Loved Jacob.
Uh-huh.
And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
So Esau, that race, right, because they are their father, that race has no problem eating food that is not cooked properly. That race has no problem eating bloody meat. So, number one, he got no melanin. He got no skin color. Then you also like what? Eating red meat. So you came out wasted away having no color. Now you like eating red meat. So guess what? His name was called Edom. Esau is Edom. Meaning what? Esau is red. And he eat red food. So it says what? It says, he said, feed me what?
Feed me, I pray thee. Wait, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Who goes to the restaurant and say, I want my steak mooing, right? Just sear it on both sides for 30 seconds and bring it out to me. I want it, what they call it, blue rare? Is that what they call it? No, I think they call it blue rare. What they call it, soldier? They call it blue rare. Yes. They literally drop it on the pan, flip it, and then bring it out. Bring it out. I'm telling you, these people, they are their father. Read what's that? Read 30 one more time.
Verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint.
Read.
Therefore was his name called Edom.
Come on.
And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
So Jacob said, you know what, if you want to eat this food that's not cooked, if you desperate like that, then sell me your birthright. Read on.
And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me?
So Esau had no faith. Esau had no faith. He said, I'm at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? I don't want it. I don't care about it. It's not that deep to me. I'm just trying to eat real quick and catch me a meal. He could have went to his father, could have went to his mother and told them about his dire situation, but nope. No, he ain't do that. He like, I don't care about no birthright. The birthright would have done what? God made a covenant with Abraham. It passed down to Isaac. It was going to go to him as the firstborn. That's an honorable thing. He says, I don't care about no birthright. To be the son of the man who God made the covenant with, and you ain't even care about that. That's heavy. But get that in Hebrews 12. Esau's a faithless spirit. A faithless spirit. Let's get Hebrews 12. What profit shall this birthright do to me? Wow. Okay. Hebrews 12, read verse 16.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Read.
For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Let's go back. For one morsel of meat, bloody meat too. Somebody said they call it Pittsburgh rare. Lord have mercy. Shout out to Pittsburgh. They call it Pittsburgh rare. What the hell? All right, read that.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 33. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
What?
He sold his birthright unto Jacob.
That's an even trade right there. Well, I don't know if it's even, but it's definitely a trade right there, okay? It was a fair deal. I'll put it that way. It was a fair deal, right? You got what you asked for. You received what you wanted. Read on.
Verse 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils. And he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
He didn't give a damn about his birthright. He didn't give a damn. From there, let's go to Genesis 27. And start at verse 1.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver and thy bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son. And Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Mm-hmm. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to the flock. And
all right, so for the sake of time, when you look at the history, she tells Jacob, hey, we got to intercept that blessing because it belongs to you. Why? How does she know? Because God had already told her before they were even delivered that what? The elder shall serve the younger, meaning what? The younger is the one that's what? The child of the promise. All right? So let's, for the sake of time, jump to verse 19.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 19.
Come on.
And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because the Lord thy God bought it to me. Mm-hmm. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not.
That's how you know these folks is really hairy. That's some hairy stuff right there. Read on.
And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him.
All right, so get the blessing. Verse 28.
Verse 28.
This is Jacob's blessing. Come on.
Therefore, God give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren.
Be what?
Be Lord over thy brethren.
I think my teeth white right there. What did it say? One more time.
Be Lord over thy brethren.
And that thing shall come to pass. We possess it a short time under David and Solomon, but we're going to possess that thing forever. Come on.
And let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be every one that curseth thee.
Cursed be every one that curseth us. Come on.
And blessed be he that blesseth thee.
Read.
And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce going out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting.
Read.
And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau.
You notice one thing he forgot to mention. He didn't mention, hey, Father, I know you want to bless me, but I actually sold my birthright to my brother Jacob. That would have been what? That would have been some upstanding things to do. That would have been upright. That would have been righteous. But he didn't mention that part. He's like, hey, I'm your firstborn. But he already sold the passage of the firstborn to his younger brother. But he didn't share that with his father. Read on.
Verse 33. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken venison and bought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him.
Read.
Yea, and he shall be blessed.
So Jacob like ain't no undoing. Isaac like ain't no undoing that blessing. He like whoever it is, I just bless somebody and he gonna be blessed. It's a wrap. It is a done deal. All praises to the Most High. Read on.
And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing.
Right, but really Esau had already sold the birthright, and the blessing came with the birthright. So is what? Is Esau's fault ultimately. Read on.
And he said, Is not he rightfully named Jacob? For he have supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?
Uh-huh.
And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants.
That's why Esau hate our guts, because he know that every time he look at us, he looking at his Lord. He's looking at his Lord. Read that verse one more time. That verse don't get read enough. Come on.
And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord.
We are the white man's Lord. I ain't say, that's what God said. That's what God said. And I love what God said. Read on.
And all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?
He said, what can I do for you? Because I've already gave the whole world to him. Read.
And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Uh-huh.
Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
He did what?
And wept.
And he wept. He started crying like a Karen inside of a Kmart. Do they got Kmart's? A Karen inside a Target. Read.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling should be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above.
So if you notice, the blessings sound very similar. But I'm going to show you that this is really not a blessing when you actually look at it. Read. Watch this.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
You see that part right there? It says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. You know if you live by the sword, you die by it. So what? It's showing you that what? Even though it sounds like the same blessing Jacob got, the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, but his blessing is what? Temporary. And it shall come to a bloody end. Because he got it through what? Bloody means. Read.
And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Right, which happens again in 2 Kings. We'll get there later. So from there, get verse 45.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 45.
Come on.
Until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forget that which thou hast done to him, then I will sin, and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day?
Start at verse 42. I missed something.
Verse 42.
No, 41. I'm sorry.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob.
It says, and Esau hated our father Jacob. Come on.
Because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Why? Because that blessing Isaac gave Jacob is the kingdom, possessor of heaven and earth. The same thing Abraham. Get that. Hold up. Get Genesis. Go back. We already in Genesis. Go back to, give me Genesis chapter 14, read verse 19. I'm going to show you. That blessing that Isaac gave Jacob, that was a heavy blessing. And it had no stipulations. We didn't need to get it by the sword. God gave it to us. Read that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 19.
Come on.
And he blessed them and said, Blessed be Abram.
Blessed be Abram. Come on.
Of the Most High God.
Come on.
Possessor of heaven and earth.
Abram was the possessor of heaven and earth. So what do you think Isaac's blessing was? What do you think our blessing is? And we didn't get it by the sword. Let's go back. Let's go back. And what verse was you at?
41.
I read that.
The book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
So you see that? Esau had what? He developed a strong and bitter hatred for Jacob. And that thing has carried on through his children over what? Centuries and millennia, right? So from that, chapter 36. Chapter 36 and start at verse 1.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom.
Right. The generation of Esau, meaning what? Wasted away is he. Who is Edom, meaning what? Red. Come on.
Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Aholabamah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon the Hivite, and Bashemoth, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nebojoth. And Adah bare Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemoth bare Reuel, and Aholamah.
So if you notice, Esau took his wives of heathen women. That was never our custom to do that. But Esau has always been just the devil the Bible speaks of, because he knew how our forefathers and foremothers felt about that. I'm going to prove it. Get Genesis 27. Genesis 27. Look at all the work that Abraham went through to get Sarai for Isaac. But Esau didn't give a damn about none of that. Watch this. Genesis 27 and read verse 46.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 46.
Watch this.
And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth.
She said, I'm weary of my life because of what? The heathen women in this land. Read.
If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these which are of the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do me?
That's a black woman right there. I got to just pause. That's a black woman. What good? Dang. If my son married one of these heathen women, I might as well just drop dead. That's how strongly our foremothers felt about that. That's how strongly they felt about that. But Esau, the first thing he did, go back to Genesis 36. Read verse 2. Watch this. 36 and verse 2. What did Esau do?
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan.
The daughters of Canaan. Canaan what? Come from Ham. Canaan don't come from Shem. But Esau ain't give a damn about that. Hold that. Go to Psalms 50. He knew it would grieve his family. It was always our custom to marry within our own people. But what? He want to do his own thing. Watch this. Psalms 50, read 17.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee.
That's the spirit of Esau. Esau hates instruction. Esau hates guidance. He is not upright at all. Let's go back. 36, read 2 again.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 2. Esau took him wives of the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Aholabamah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon the Hivite, and Bashemoth, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nebojoth. And Adah bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemoth bare Reuel.
So he took all these heathen women. Get Tobit 4, matter of fact. Just popped in my head. Get Tobit 4. That was never our custom. Never our custom. But again, Esau, he don't like instruction. That's why he don't follow the laws of God. He didn't follow what? The rules and guidelines of our forefathers. Stuff that was passed down from that time through what? Oral tradition. He don't follow anything. Tobit 4 and 12. Watch this.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
So the subject matter is whoredom. Let's look at some forms of whoredom. Come on.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
When you marry outside of your people, that's a form of whoredom. Whoredom is not only adultery and fornication and homosexuality. Those are whoredom also. But whoredom is also when you marry the other nations. That's also whoredom. Read that again.
Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe.
Read.
For we are the children of the prophets.
So let's see if that started with Moses in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3, or if it go back before that. Watch this, read.
Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
It said we are the children of the prophets. Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read.
Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred.
It says all of them from the very beginning married wives of their own kindred. And what?
And were blessed in their children.
You see that thing? We are children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. But guess who was the son of Isaac also? Esau. But he didn't follow in the steps of his fathers, because he's of a contrary spirit. He's the devil the Bible speaks of. It says, finish that.
And were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land.
We're going to possess heaven and earth as it is written. Let's go back. Where you at now?
Verse 3.
Jump to verse 9.
This is the book of
Start at
Genesis.
8.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 8.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, how's the feed? Okay. Make sure nobody on the Wi-Fi. All right, read 8 again.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom.
Esau is Edom. Read.